Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm back. This time I got Resident Evil 9 Requiem, and I am playing the pirated, cracked copy of the game. I got this copy about a week ago, but since I've been so heavily into Death Stranding 2, I haven't been able to try it out yet. So that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be me trying it out, showing you guys how it's running on my system. And I've actually been hearing that the pirated copy, the cracked copy that I'm playing, runs substantially better than the real copy of the game.
Should be around here.
Now I'm running the game at 4K, pretty much max settings, ray tracing set to high, DLSS quality, and I'm using frame generation 2 times. I'm playing on a 4080 Super, if you're wondering. I'm currently playing with the HDR turned off because for whatever reason, every time I record gameplay footage with a game that has HDR and I record with the HDR on, I notice that when I upload the video to YouTube or Facebook, the video always looks extremely washed out. So I haven't figured out how to get the HDR to work on YouTube yet. So the HDR right now is turned off. Let me skip all of this. But so the video should still look good, but it obviously looks better if you have HDR turned on. Now this is not the hypervisor version of the pirated game. This is the actual crack version with hypervisor removed. So that's why I actually got the game, right? I'm not willing to compromise my PC by installing, the hypervisor version. Although I am, very curious to the hypervisor games. But yeah, I wanted to wait till they got a fully cracked one, which is what this is, and try it out. Now, I was actually planning to buy this game, but I wanted to wait on a sale because I can't justify spending $110 Canadian for a game that I'm going to beat in about 20 hours and get the platinum maybe another 10 hours on top of that, right? So maybe I'll have a total of 30-40 hours into this game when I'm currently 152 hours into Death Stranding 2. I'm probably going to be about 130. I'm probably going to be about 300 hours into Death Stranding 2 by the time I get the platinum, right? So for me, the value of Death Stranding 2 is, far greater than this game, right? Now, I am a huge fan of the Resident Evil games. Don't get it twisted, right? I've platinumed all of them that came out. I just rather wait for a sale, and Resident Evil games usually go on sale very quickly. I'm just a bigger fan of the Death Stranding games, right? I put 230 hours into the first game on PC, platinumed it, thought it was a masterpiece. So Death Stranding 2 for me was a no-brainer. Now, I've heard people say that this game is the best looking game that they've seen and that this game is going to win Game of the Year. Now, I can't say if it's going to win Game of the Year because I haven't played this game yet and I haven't compared it to anything else because, 2026 still has a ways to go. But as far as the best looking game, like I said, I'm 152 hours into Death Stranding 2, and to me, no game comes close to the graphics of Death Stranding 2 on PC. HDR, Death Stranding 2, next level. Everything about Death Stranding 2 to me visually is next level. But this game does look phenomenal. Like Grace's hair strands, hair textures, her jacket, everything looks phenomenal. Also, I'd like to say that, I'm not a spec guy or a spec person like, gamers, so-called gamers, who are more into like Digital Foundry and that type of shit. I'm a gamer first and foremost, okay? So for me, once I start playing a game and I start to, dive into the story, I forget about all of the specs, what resolution I'm playing on. That stuff, to me, I don't even really care, right? I don't even care if the game has HDR a lot of times, right? If the game is great, I'm just into the game. As long as the game looks good and it runs good, that's all I really care about. So keep in mind that when you hear me talk in this video, it's coming from the perspective of someone who is a gamer before somebody who cares about, specs, or, you're probably looking at this and going, oh my God, look at those particles. I don't really give a fuck. To me, the game looks phenomenal, and that's all I really care about. And it runs phenomenally well too. Now, I'm also one of these guys, you know, like I believe that if you spend a lot of money on these higher end video cards, you know, you should be using the features, because I love the NVIDIA features, you know, DLSS, frame generation, right? I'm not a hater on these features. I love them. When I seen DLSS 5, man, I fucking loved it. I love the way Grace and Leon looked with DLSS 5. I was not one of these idiots who are saying, oh, no, it looks, fuck that. Look at her face now. Okay, this looks good. Let me see her. Oh, I can't see her face right now. Her face looks good. But when I seen that face on DLSS 5, that shit looked real. Okay, so you know what? I am bowing down to the AI technology, okay? I'm one of these guys who will use the features. If you give me the features, I will use it. And I've tested this game with the frame generation turned off, and I don't notice a difference as far as input lag. You know, what'll happen is my FPS will go from the high 130s to about 80 to 90 with the frame generation off, which is still very playable, right? Because Resident Evil games are not fast-paced games where you need to have, you know, quick reflexes like you're doing like a parrying, or, you know, it's like a first-person, you know, competitive shooter, right? These are slower-paced games, you know, kind of like Death Stranding, where you don't need to have the fastest, you know, response time or whatever. So for me, I don't notice a difference. And I'm playing with a Series X controller right now, right? So I don't notice a difference with the frame gen on or off. And my consensus is, why not have the best experience? And I also don't notice a difference with the visuals when I turn frame generation on or off. Now, I was gonna show you guys with the frame generation off, just so you can see that I am getting, you know, high 80s, you know, with my current settings. But I noticed whenever I turn the frame generation off, and then I turn it back on, for whatever reason, the NVIDIA Shadow Play recording disables itself. It stops recording, and I don't want to fuck up the recording, because it's like the third or fourth time of me trying to make this video, and I couldn't figure out why the recording would stop. And it turns out that it was turning off and on frame generation for whatever reason. So, but like I said, I'm a gamer, so I don't really care whether you play the game with frame generation on or off. That's up to you. I'm just showing you guys how it runs on my system and how I would play this game, right? But if you're wondering, I will show you guys what settings I'm playing on. So like I said, I am on 4K, pretty much max settings. So I'm playing it on an LG, you know, C5 OLED right now. You can see your 4K. Only thing I have turned off is motion blur, ray tracing set to high. The only other higher settings is path tracing. Everything is maxed out. Let me go here. You can see everything is maxed. I got DLSS two times. Now for fun, I did turn on path tracing with frame generation, and I was getting about 75 FPS, which is still very, very, very playable. But I'll be honest with you guys, I don't notice a difference from path tracing on to ray tracing on high. And I'm like, why kill your FPS in half for something that you don't notice? Okay, I don't notice it. I don't need it on. That's the type of gamer I'm at. I'm not going to stress because I can't play with path tracing when I don't even notice it on in the first place. You know what I mean? Now, I am planning to play this game after I'm finished with Death Stranding, and I don't know how long that's gonna be, because I'm 152 hours into Death Stranding and I'm only on chapter 9. I heard there's 16 or 17 chapters in total. And since I'm, you know, playing to get 100%, not just beat the game, I want 100%, you know, I might be into Death Stranding 2 for, you know, 300 hours, you know, judging by the 226 hours I put into the first game. So, so I'm not one of these gamers who plays multiple games at once, right? I like to play one game, 100% it, get all the trophies, and then maybe I'll play a New Games Plus, when I'm, pretty much maxed out my character, and then I'll move on to the next game. So I don't really know when I'm gonna start this game. I also got the pirated copy of Samson. I tried it out last night, and that also runs, very well. But, that's not a game that I know is the caliber of this game, right? So I'm not. This is the game I'll be playing next for sure. I recently played Resident Evil 4 Remake, got the Platinum Trophy about a month and a half ago. So the Resident Evil lore and the way that you play Resident Evil games is still very fresh in my head. I've Platinum all the Resident Evil games, so they're all, like I said, I love these games. I just cannot justify spending $110 Canadian for a game that I'm going to beat in like 20, 25 hours. Alright, we got to get, what is this? Alright, we got to get some type of wire cutter. I can't take out the gun yet. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, that's what I like about Resident Evil games, man. These little, Resident Evil games, nobody does fear, horror, the feeling of being isolated, claustrophobia like Resident Evil games, right? Silent Hill is good, but Resident Evil just next level. The way Resident Evil does horror, claustrophobia, fear, exploration, and story, all of it combined, nobody does it better than them. I wish you guys could see how this looks on my OLED TV, because Resident Evil games to me look the best on OLED. The way that the darkness is, the blacks, the details, the contrast, the colors, these games were meant to be played on OLED. And I have the HDR turned off. Like when I turn on the HDR, even better. What do we got here? Oh, I got the gun out. Sometimes there's like ammo or items inside these toilets and sinks in Resident Evil games.
What? Who?
Look at the hair strands. It looks awesome. I'm not gonna make this video too long. I don't want to ruin the game for myself when I actually start playing it, right? I just want to test it out, show you guys how it's running on my system. So I've never played the real copy, so I have nothing to compare it. But from what I've been reading, the crack copy, runs substantially better. That's the word that they're using, substantially better.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done, just a sec.
What am I gonna do with you?
What you always
I was
do.
planning to
Not
buy
handle
a
your
5080, but my 4080 Super plays everything that I threw at it phenomenally well.
Fine.
So I don't see the justification in getting a 5080 just for a 10 to 15% performance boost. So I think I'm just gonna wait for a 6080.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Crank call.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me.
I'm not gonna pretend I don't know what's gonna happen, because like I said, this is the third time me trying to make this video. So I did do all of this before.
Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Her mother's a complete badass. It looks like, from what I see
Who's
here.
coming? What's wrong?
We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time.
Shit's about to hit the fan. That's what's going on. Mom's got the Glock.
Stay close.
Mom, wait.
Grace.
You know what? If they come out with a mod where you can play as the mom, I'll probably play as the mom. I like the mom with that
Grace.
coat.
Hurry. Keep moving.
Yeah, man, the graphics in this game, the detail looks sick. Resident Evil 4 Remake, that game looked amazing too on my OLED TV.
Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
Oh, it's probably the electrical panel. It's
I knew
40
this guy
years
was gonna get
old,
clapped
so it
when I
doesn't take
first
much
did the
to trip it.
recording. I had a feeling this.
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
That's fucking sick. Look at that. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh. Look at that shit.
Grace. No.
Mom's badass.
Grace. Stay close to me.
It's go time.
Oh, are you gonna tell me what's going on?
What do you think's going on,
Mom,
man?
what are you
Shit hit the
doing?
fan.
Something important.
What you hide behind that painting?
What did you hide behind that painting?
I'll explain later.
Well, she said exactly what I
We
said.
need to find another way out.
Look at the detail, man. This is pretty good, man. This is like really sick. I don't know what this looks like on PS5 Pro, but I imagine it
Grace,
looks pretty
come
good
on.
too. But PC is just another beast.
Come on in, Grace.
If I put this game, like, if I turn the ray tracing
Please.
to normal from high, I can go over 150 FPS.
Yes,
But my
I
TV
want
maxes
to
out at
know.
144, so there's no really point, right?
Grace.
The Redwood Hotel. Yes. Hurry, please. The police are on their way. Oh, God. Oh, I feel
Thought
like
she was having a
I'm
damn
gonna-
asthma attack here.
Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my
Thought the
hands.
mother was gonna give her the
Look at me,
inhaler.
Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace,
Yeah, man, the story in this game is already
are my hope.
feeling like top notch.
Forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just,
Everything right now is peak.
I love you.
I can tell already I'm gonna love this game. It's gonna be like a phenomenal Resident Evil experience, like they all are, right?
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We
Mom.
can come back for it later, Grace.
Come on, Grace. Ooh, the mother got fucking murked. Look at that. She got a Rambo knife through the fucking neck.
Found you.
Ooh, we gotta get out of here. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Ooh. We gotta get out. She's dead. She got a Rambo knife right through the neck. She's not getting up. The lighting in this game looks incredible, and the HDR is not even turned on. Like, that's the crazy part. All right, now we're gonna be back to current settings. Yeah. So I guess that's why she joined the FBI, I'm imagining, right? She wants to figure out what happened to the mom. frame time graph's been pretty much, you know, non-existent, which is good. That's what you want. And when I actually play the game, I usually turn off the, you know, what do you call it? You know, the graph and the, you know, the stats that are on the top right of the screen. I don't really care for that stuff. Once the game starts playing, I'm usually into the game. I can already tell I want to be into the game. I don't really care about the specs and the stats right now. So I'll usually turn off that display anyways. I just have it on just for the purpose of making this video.
Who is this?
Miss Ashcroft.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, she's definitely a cutie. Mother was pretty hot too.
I'll explain later.
Where did you find that painting?
A briefcase of sorts. Find what Alyssa hid. Ooh, Alyssa's the name of my buddy's daughter. Alright. Resident Evil games is another game where, you know, like all games, I like to explore, right? I don't... Ooh. Somebody in a trench coat there. I don't like to run through the stages. I like to sit here and explore, pick up every single ammo, every single loot, every single item. That's usually how I play these games. And your character ends up becoming overpowered pretty quickly that way. Sounds in this game is really good too. Like, you know, I'm playing with the SteelSeries headphones, and the drops of the water from the rain and the details of her steps and shit like the thunder like that really adds to the ambiance and the horror of the game. What do we gotta do here?
It wasn't this way.
Oh yeah, we gotta get the painting. There it is. What kind of painting is this? I learned from Resident Evil 8 Village that, you know, spinning around items you pick up, and then spinning up, you know, you reveal other items within them, like this. And you do some more spinning here. Let's see here. I'm not going to read all this because I'm not playing the game right now anyways. What do we got here? Oh, look at this. More. Probably got to put that in some kind of a disk drive on an old-fashioned computer. Uh-oh, what's this?
Sorry, officer.
This guy looks like a zombie himself.
Something stung me.
Are you okay?
Oh, shit. We got Walking Dead going on here.
What do I do?
Run. If you see this shit happening, man, you get the fuck out of there. You don't sit there and ask him, what do you do? Oh, shit. Damn teeth came out.
Come on!
Oh, my God.
I'm stuck! Oh, wait! What are you doing?
Hey!
Stop! Stop shooting!
I need that shotgun. Get the key, get the key, get the key. There you go. Nice. Okay, so that's for the exit. I've seen. Oh, she got the poker.
Get away! Get away from me!
Look at this guy. What the fuck? Oh. This is sick.
Oh, shit! Stay away!
Oh man, that was awesome. He was even smiling with that shit going in his eye. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck, he got me. God damn it. You gotta get out of here.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Get to the door. Get to the door. Oh man, you got us. Oh. Stab him in the head. Oh. Damn. I got a feeling this girl's gonna be like Ellie from The Last of Us, right? She got some kind of resistance to the zombies, right? This shit ain't gonna do nothing to her. All right, guys, I will end the video here. I don't want to ruin the game for myself. This was just a, testing out the cracked version on my system. And from what I see, it runs perfect, runs phenomenally well. And I didn't have to spend $110. So I will be playing this after I'm done with Death Stranding 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm a gamer. I'm not a tester, I'm not a professional calibrator. So
Is
for
anyone
me,
there?
from what I see here, it runs great. Very playable, more than playable. This is like peak performance for me. So there you go. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.